Well, you know, the Democrats, starting with the president, want to explain it all away. Well, first, he wants to explain it away as anger against the previous administration, which is sort of a record for longevity of this line of blaming it all on George Bush. But even the idea that it's all the result of some kind of anger, incoherent, unthinking, emotional about the bad times is absurd. This is not a free-floating anger out there. It's quite specific. What's remarkable about the campaign that we had in Massachusetts is how specific the Republican was. He said, I'm going to stop health care. He said, I'm not going to allow a terrorist to get a lawyer in jail and Miranda rights. He said, I'm going to cut taxes, not raise them. It was extremely specific and extremely Republican and conservative. This was a center-right country, even in Massachusetts, repudiating a left agenda. This is not rocket science. It's about substance. It's not about anger. Every time the Republicans succeed, it's all about anger and irrationality. When you had the Gingrich Revolution 16 years ago, it was called the Year of the Angry White Male. And Peter Jennings declared on the evening news that the country had thrown a tantrum, as if conservatives win, it can only be an expression of irrationality and emotionalism. Of course, if Obama wins in '08, it's hope and change and peace and light and all the goodness in the American soul. This was an election about substance, and the Democrats lost on substance.
There are some analysts like yourself who believe President Obama and candidate Obama has had a problem with this tone all along. Take a listen to this little soundbite.
Forget the truck. Everybody can buy a truck. The Cambridge police acted stupidly in arresting somebody when there was already proof that they were in their own home.
They get better. They claim to guns or religion or antipathy towards people who aren't like them, or anti-immigrant sentiment, or anti-trade sentiment. And it's a way to explain their frustrations.
Charles, fair?
This is the Harvard Faculty Club. This is a guy who spent most of his adult life in liberal circles, and for him to play the populist is going to be hard. Now, he tried it. The bank tax was invented over the weekend as a lifeline that supposedly might have helped Coakley, and he sprung it on the country in Boston. Perhaps it helped her a bit. I'm sure that is what they are going to ride. They're going to spend the rest of the year running against Wall Street. I don't think it's going to work because I don't think he's the man who can deliver it. And also, it has a tin sound when he says it.
Look, I think
his insincerity in this is going to show.
Populist energy is driving right now American politics. At the moment, it's coming from the right, and it's anger at big government, intrusive government, the possibility of tax increases, much of it embodied in the health care bill. But there's no question in my mind that populist energy was also what drove anger and upset at George W. Bush and at the Republicans over the last 8 years, and that's what helped to vault Barack Obama from his status as a one-term Illinois senator.
Bush was never an elitist. He never had an image of that kind. In fact, he had the opposite. And Obama has that image, and that's essentially a revelation of what he is inside. That's why it's going to be hard to play the role.